My name is Internet Athi. I make a blend of music that blends a couple of genres. I find myself making like improvised music, but also making music that borrows a bit from jazz and neo soul. And I like to really cross the genres when I'm making music. Although it's rooted in Xhosa, I do believe that it can be universal in terms of the experiences that lie within the music. But my childhood was actually quite happy. Grew up in the township. When you're a kid, obviously you don't see the political stuff happening, but you kind of are shielded from it. So for me, my childhood looked like, as soon as you come back from school around 2, you only take off your toughies, you go outside, you go play. Playing soccer in the streets, a kailicha, till the lights go on, then you need to go to home. Grew up with a lot of siblings, a lot of us in our house, in our 4-room shack. So I grew up in a very happy place, in a place that shouldn't be happy. Grew up in a hopeful place also, I'll say that. For me, polymorphism there's like 3 sides to it. So the first side being the word itself. It comes from Greek. It's also a nod to the background I have in information systems, where polymorphism is a Greek word that means many forms. In using it, I talk about the different and many forms of love. And in the album, I talk about an agape kind of love, an all-encompassing kind of love. I talk about the romantic kind of love, and the love of community, the love of friendship. All these different kind of loves, I also use them. And I kind of segment the track list to deal with each kind of love. But also polymorphism becomes the way of my own silent graduation. It becomes that, a nod to that. In the track list as well, there's a song called Sudo where it references self. But in the computer world, we know that sudo is a command that is used almost everywhere in programming, and it's very elementary. So it's a nod to that, to the incompleteness, but it is also a love letter to my late father. It's also a love letter to the people that are around me, that raised me, and the people that continue to shape who I am. Yeah. You take 2. Wow. Also considered as like nice, like
it's grounded.
grounding, yeah. So for this one, I'm gonna ask you guys to sing with me. So that's all I need. So I need to make this a bit special. We're gonna have some choirs tonight. So what's that? I was the tool, I think. Dinantoni na elizweni dingubani na elizweni. My creative process varies a lot of the times. I think for this project, I knew I wanted to deal with my grief. That's the anchor for my writing, is that I in that age that I'm writing in, I need to figure out what I'm trying to address with myself. With music, it's the same. Like with songs, it will be the same. Or as I'm going through an experience, if I can't make out what I'm thinking and feeling about it, there will be the journal entry side of it, which is just going through the emotions. But I also tend to zoom out of that and think, okay, as a whole lifetime, what is this era? What is this season? And so I tend to look at songs as seasons and then try to either use a metaphor for that season and explore it as much as I can. And on top of that metaphor, I'll then find the sonic that can marry that season very well. in this project, it was evident I had to, lean on the jazz side and a bit of the strings, to get the emotional weight of it. But generally with my process, I need to first understand the truth I need to get out, the season I'm in, and then the sonic to marry those things. And it becomes a bit seamless when I look at it like that.